Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NFL matches that is happening on Monday, October 9th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. Green Bay Packers versus Las Vegas Raiders. Green Bay got outgained by Detroit 401-230 on Thursday night. Green Bay could not get their rushing game going. Aaron Jones only had 18 yards and A.J. Dillon only gained 11. The Lions controlled the game as they ran for 211 rushing yards and had 10 more first downs than the Packers. Jordan Love is averaging 225.2 yards per game, but his completion percentage is only 56.1%. He ranks 34th in the NFL in completion percentage. Considering there are only 32 teams, it is clear he needs to improve his accuracy. Love has 8 touchdowns against 3 interceptions so far. Green Bay ranks 30th in rushing, only averaging 74.5 yards per game. A.J. Dillon leads the team with 118 rush yards, as Aaron Jones was injured earlier in the season. Christian Watson made his return against Detroit, but only had 2 catches for 25 yards. Romeo Doubs has been the top receiver on the year. He is averaging 56 receiving yards per game with 3 touchdowns. The Packers rank 11th in scoring with 25.0 points per game and rank 20th in scoring defense, allowing 24.0 per game. Linebacker Quay Walker leads the team in tackles by a wide margin. He has 47 on the season, and the next highest is safety Darnell Savage with 29. Green Bay has 11 team sacks on the season, led by linebacker Rashawn Gary with 3.5. The defense has 4 takeaways through 4 games. Indicators suggest that Jimmy Garoppolo may be the starting quarterback, but this doesn't guarantee success for the Raiders. Garoppolo has been struggling with a high number of interceptions, averaging 2 per game, and is facing challenges in his post-49er career. On the other hand, the Packers are starting to see improvements in their key positions as they regain their health. Christian Watson is expected to receive more targets, following Romeo Doubs' decent performance as the number 1 receiver. The Packers' talented backfield is unlikely to repeat their recent poor performance, especially with Aaron Jones on the mend. While Jordan Love hasn't been exceptionally impressive, his touchdown-interception ratio of 8-3 surpasses Garoppolo's 5-6 ratio. With the Raiders on a downward trend, having suffered 3 consecutive losses, the Packers are poised for a rebound. It's advisable to take the Packers and the points in this situation. The Las Vegas Raiders opened their season with a win over the Broncos, but that victory does not look as impressive due to the Broncos' struggles this season. The Raiders got blown out by the Bills, then lost 1-score games in back-to-back weeks against the Steelers and Chargers. Las Vegas gave up 6 sacks to Khalil Mack last week, as the offensive line did little to protect backup quarterback Aidan O'Connell. Many of the Raiders' best players are listed as questionable, including Jimmy Garoppolo, Davante Adams, and Max Crosby. Jimmy Garoppolo has cleared concussion protocol, so he will likely start this game. He is tied for the league lead in interceptions, despite missing last week's game. Jimmy G has 6 interceptions in 3 games, tying him with Daniel Jones and Sam Howell heading into this week's action. He is averaging 236.3 yards per game with 5 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs is the lead back, but has not been able to break loose this season. Over 4 games, his longest rush has been for only 10 yards, and he's averaging 2.7 yards per rush. Davante Adams has been the most productive skill player. He is averaging 99.2 yards per game with 33 receptions and 3 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers is the second leading receiver with 18 catches, 199 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Raiders rank 25th in scoring in the league with 15.5 points per game and rank 25th defensively, allowing 25.3 points per. Linebacker Robert Spillane leads the team in tackles with 33. The Raiders have 7 sacks on the season, 4 of which coming from defensive end Max Crosby. The Raiders have the worst turnover differential in the league with 9 more turnovers than takeaways. Neither of these quarterbacks is likely to inspire bettors to bet on the over. Garoppolo has been prone to turnovers, and Love has generally played conservatively. Although Love has fewer interceptions, his completion percentage is also lower, and he's been struggling to connect with his young receivers. The Raiders have fallen short of the total in 3 out of their 4 games this season and haven't managed to score more than 20 points in any game so far. On the Green Bay side, this total is one of the highest they've encountered this season, and their offense hasn't been able to produce significant scoring either. Both teams' defenses are expected to step up during prime time, making it likely that this game will stay under the total. Consider taking the under.